2 years ago, my ex that I was involved with broke my knee. And
so sorry.
James was the first person I called. James is like my brother. He's my family. He's my everything.
Yeah.
You know, I was disowned when I was 15 from my family.
Yeah.
And James has a very large family that I've always admired, and I've always wanted to be a part of that.
Yeah.
So when I called, like, my brother, it's like, yo, I need you to come pick me up right now and take me to the hospital. He was very, like, nonchalant and cavalier about it. I had to get
An ambulance?
an ambulance, thank you,
Yeah.
to take me to the hospital. When I found out that my knee was actually broken, I called him again, and I told him, and he's kind of just acted like I was being over dramatic.
You're in the hospital this time now.
I'm in a hospital.
Okay.
And we haven't spoken
And when you
since.
say being over, it sounded like he just acting as if you're being over dramatic. What was he saying?
Well, he was giving me a lot of excuses. He was saying that he was tired. I think he was saying that his left light was out.
So what happened after that?
James reached out to me, but by that time, I personally was no longer ready to talk to him. I will say my ego did get in the way.
Got it.
When I was ready to reach out to him, he did not reach out, and I understood that. I respected that. A mutual friend of ours tried to come and mend our relationship. I was open to it. My friend said that he was open to it. Still haven't heard anything.
Okay. And when did you hear from James?
Well, that's why we're here today. I haven't heard from James.
Anyway.
Honestly, to tell you the truth, I've reactivated. I was been off social media for quite some time since all this has happened, and I reactivated my social media account literally 3 days ago. And he created a group chat between myself and a mutual friend of ours, and I was confused because we haven't spoken. And so I thought it was very disrespectful. So I chose not to reply because we haven't talked in 2 years. Why are you creating a group chat when you know that we haven't talked?
Yeah. And did he see that you hadn't replied?
I left him on red, so.
Okay. I gotta ask you, what does a best friend mean to you?
A best friend is family. A best friend is someone that is there for you through thick or thin. And I'm not taking away my best friend has been there for me, but when I needed him the most, I know that I can be a lot. I know I can be overwhelming. And I know the older I get, it is becoming an issue. It is truly becoming an issue, and I know I've overwhelmed him. And, you know, we went to a trip in Cancun about 2021, and that's really when our friendship, like, I felt like our friendship really started to break down because he told me that he needed space from me. And I don't want to be around anyone that needs space from me. And a few months had passed, and my birthday came around, and the bill came, and there's certain people that were supposed to contribute to the bill. The bill was $1,700. I said, hey, do you want me to cover it? And I hear him behind me say, can you even afford it? So it made me feel like, okay, what is going on? Is there some underlying jealousy? Because I've also heard that as well from outside sources. Several people have come to me, and I've always ignored it. But I'm like, I am here today because I want to settle whatever murky waters and issues that we have, because I want my friend back. I miss my friend. I miss my brother.
Well, I think it's time to hear what James has to say about all of this. So let's welcome James to the show. You haven't seen him in 2 years, right?
I haven't seen him. I haven't talked to him.
2 years?
2 years. 2 years.
Hi.
How's it going?
Good, James. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Nice to be here. So what do you have to say about what you heard?
A lot of things that he said touched me, but some of them, it was lies.
Okay. What was the things that were lies?
Me saying that, can you afford the bill? I would have never said that. The fact that you would say I said that, that's really off-putting because you know I'm a humble person. So I don't understand why would you say I said that. I don't even understand why you would say that I'm jealous of you, because you said that you heard somebody say that. But if I'm your brother, why wouldn't you come to me and say, hey, are you jealous of me, or somebody said this? Because you know I'm not jealous. That's a ridiculous accusation.
Well, James,
And then
I
when
wasn't
it
the
come
only
to,
one that heard it, so I'm going to just respectfully say, that's if you're okay with
But his
that, then
question
that's
was,
fine,
why
but
didn't you go to him without, like, if in that moment, if you heard it from several people, or you heard it yourself, why not talk to him and say, hey, what's going on?
You know what? I guess I just brushed it under the rug. I didn't want to have any conflicts, but I guess it came back to my mind when I needed him the most, and he was not there.
Got it. So, James, from your opinion, what happened that night?
I came to his house earlier that day because I had to bring him his book. We had just hung out for Father's Day, remember?
I remember.
And he left his book in my car. I went to his house to take him the book. I said, oh, you looking good. Where you going? He said, I'm going to a meeting. I said, you want me to take you to your meeting? And I said, I was going that way. I'm going downtown. I want to take you to the meeting. He said, no. I said, it sounds like you up to no good because I know him. Mm-hmm. Few hours later, he blowing up my phone, calling me, come get me. Me and this person just got into a fight. After we discussed days before, you weren't even going to talk to this person anymore. So I felt like, handle your business. If this is what you want to do, you have to handle your own business. And to me, it's tough love. I'm not going to come to your rescue when you're doing things that you know you shouldn't do. You have to understand that this is your life.
It's been 2 years since y'all seen each other. Have you missed him?
Certain things.
See, you don't even miss me.
But the dramatic Jason, I do not miss.
And I hear you, and I receive that, and I can take full accountability that, yes, I am not perfect, and yes, I have contributed to several of my downfalls, but it's been 2 years, and I just would like for you to give me a chance to show you I've changed.
Have you made any comments to him about the fact that he was in a domestic violence situation and that his knee was broke? Have you talked to him about it? Have you said anything to him yet?
When he was in the hospital, I called him several times. We talked. And when he was on his way home from the hospital, I said, hey, would you like me to come pick you up? He said that, no, because, your truck is too big. I wouldn't be able to get in your truck. I said, well, call me when you get home, and I'm going to come see you. I called him several times after that, and that's when I realized I was cut off.
Oh.
Was like,
So,
well,
James, so I missed this piece. So he was reaching out to you after you got out the hospital? He even offered to pick you up?
Yeah.
But then once you're home and he's reaching out to check on you, why didn't you pick up?
I was in my feelings.
So now I'm in my feelings.
Jason, what do you need from James?
I really was hoping that we could come here and mend our friendship and be brothers again. I'm not perfect, and I am wrong, and I do apologize.
Jason, I got to say something. I'm telling you this. I appreciate you having the courage to come here. I'm really happy that you have. I've heard you take accountability for a lot of the things that you've done. And I think this is a hard moment for you because what we're witnessing with you is that you're in the middle of growth. What's going on? What are you thinking about? What's happening?
I just feel like I lost my friend. I just don't feel like we're gonna even think. Do you want to be friends with me? Like, I feel like you're good with us either way, and that's what's concerning to me. That's what hurts me.
Well, that's a bit of my ego because you decided to cut me off. So I built up that defense mechanism to protect my feelings.
I'm glad you said that because it goes to the piece of work that I need you to do. Because when you get triggered about feeling abandoned, you give them the bricks to start building the walls. Your action of not being willing to be vulnerable and open, because you are in your feelings, and I understand why. And so I don't want to invalidate because I get it. If I have felt if no one's going to support me, of course, the minute I feel that sign, I'm going to put a brick there. But then you can't be mad when he puts a brick on top of that. So what you have to understand right now is that if he gives you an opportunity for y'all to move forward, if you ever get triggered again, you can't be the one to shut down and say, you know what, then I'm done. Because that is only going to keep you in a cycle where he's always going to be like, I'm not going to deal with you.
Okay.
Woo! That came easier than I thought. You came here for closure, but it's clear that this relationship is not closed yet. It just needs to grow. That's all it is. But if the growth is not happening at the same time, sometimes you do have to grow apart. But I feel like this is a space where y'all can actually grow back together. I really do wish y'all the best of luck.
Thank you so much.
I really do wish y'all the best of luck. Seriously.